stunned. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I can jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a care, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run again with Harris. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one. And you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. But Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Down, yellow, 43.
Play action. Now it's Tua. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They're running it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Tua.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Back to throw, Pickett.
He finds Austin complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. 20! And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On play action, here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pickett now on 1st down. Austin brings in the quick throw. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Pickett to throw on first down. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The slot man in motion right. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. They're going to run it with Harris. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Down the right sideline. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 58 yards. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Red, yellow. Let's put that team on the box. 55.
Off a play action. Tagovailoa rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And some room to work. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have regained the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 and now on first down. Steps away. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. A nice little juke. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, baby. Ready up. Right there in the middle. 55. Push him back. Push him back. Right through. Alert 3. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Tua. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understand where they are in the field?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Black 40.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a give, running left is Harris. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Dolphins, they're...
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting strong.